Aloha, this is Richard Halverson, and we are it's ITS128. It's the last class of the semester. And let me share my screen. And in looking in the videos, I noticed that I never did upload the assignment, the last assignment. I never uploaded the last assignment, which is 23, and that's because the sound was all messed up. Um, and I'm going to keep my eye on the little microphone icon that I have here. I don't think you can see it, but it shows green when I'm talking, and I'm going to make sure that the recording works out. Okay, so I'm going to do this exercise over again. This working with an XML file, and basically it's just the inventory maintenance program. And the database is an XML file instead of a text file or a binary file or a database or all the other things that we've done. The other ways that we've implemented this inventory maintenance application, and in all the cases, they have involved adding two methods in this inventory item DB class to get out the list of inventory items, to get that out of the database, to populate a a list view, a list box, uh, and uh, and then also to be able to the application is able to make changes to that data, and it's in a list, and then when changes are made, it writes the data back out again. All right, so in this case, we're going to start with this program here. So I'm going to download that and put it. I actually have it. I actually have it on my desktop already. So it's right. Let's see. It's right. It's this one, and this. So I'm going to put this in there, and I'm going to start over again. So I'm going to extract all. And here it is. And if we open it up, right here. So if we run this program, if we run it, we see there's this add item thing. It doesn't really work. It doesn't display up any of the data. And the reason is because if we look, but we do have data. If we look in this XML file here, we see that we've got one of those, agapanthus. We've got a limonium. We've got snail pellets, and we've got a Japanese red maple. And there's a price and an item number. And so this is the data. And the maintenance form looks the same. This is when you add an item. And there's code here. And this code reads up this get items database. Okay, so but it's in this class. Let's look at this class. Here it is right here. We see that it does exist. Okay, so there's this, but it doesn't do anything. It starts out by declaring a list of these objects. These objects are, of course, defined in this class right here. There's the class, all the stuff it can do. These objects, it's a list of those objects called items, and this gets a new one, and we read up the XML file. We read this up, and then return this list to this thing. And what this thing does is it calls this method here, which exists. And what this does is it, first of all, clears this box out, and then it loops through the items that was returned. These things. This is this thing returns into here, which is declared out here. So it's accessible here, and this thing loads them up into this list box here. All right, so and then if you click add item, you get popped over to this one here, and you're able to add an item, and you click save, and it ends up returning the data right here. The form returns the data here, and as long as it doesn't return a null item, then it adds it into this list. It adds it into this invoice items list, adds it right in. It displays up the it displays the list box again, so it's got the new item, but also it calls this save items method inside this invoice items DB class, which is here, and that's this save items, and you have to write the code to grab the list, or grab what comes in as a parameter of this list, and store them all back into here. So you rewrite this file basically. All right, so to do this, I'm going to take advantage of the textbook here, and of course we've been diligently reading the textbook, and I know, and so if we take a look at it, and it turns out that on page 720, which is in chapter 22, let's just confirm that. In chapter 22, which is in section, I don't know, 5, chapter 22, how to work with XML. Let's go back here. Yeah, how to work with XML. A class that works with an XML file. A class that works with an XML file. Code that reads an XML file. And so here's some code that reads an XML file. Code that reads an XML file. Okay, that's nice. Here's a class, an entire class that works with the XML file. And oh look, we have a get products method. That's nice. It's very close to a get items method. And then over here we have a save products method, which is very similar to what we're gonna put right into here. So so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be real lazy, and I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna grab this get products, and I'm gonna, okay, we have this list products, and I already have something that looks like that. List items, okay, I already got something that looks like that. And then I'm gonna go, so I'm gonna get from here down to, I'm gonna grab this. Copy, I'm gonna do Control-C to copy. And oh, return items is there, so I guess I don't need that last line. And I'm gonna paste this, and it's gonna be a bunch of garbledy goop. What the heck? Whoa. What's all this stuff, man? All right, I'm gonna undo that. And I'm gonna try this again. I'm gonna copy this again. Oh, maybe I'll just do this. Wait, let me go back to you. I want to copy this. Copy. And I'm going to paste it into my favorite text editor here just in case. I'm going to do a Control V. Oh, look at that mess. Really what I want it to look like? Okay, let's see. Let's see. This looks horrible. Forget that idea. Let me try to copy it into this other text editor. Oh, that's not going to help. It's not going to help you. Okay, I copied it, and now what happens if I paste it in here? Paste. Boom. All right, let's. So this is a comment. Create XML object. Create XML object. Okay, node. All right, I'm right. Boom. 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 You can just type this in manually if you don't want to do it this way. Maybe I would do that. What does this look like? Oh, yeah, it looks just like that. All right, and then I close it. Oh, it's a do while. No wonder. Do while that. Close the, okay. So I just do this thing. Yeah. All right, now we aren't doing products, we're doing items. So we're not, items, item. INVITEM, that's this. True settings equals something. Ignore comments. XML reader path settings. Path is it's capital P. I'm just going to make this lowercase p. And it's not called product. It's called INVITEM. INVITEM. That's what that is. All right, and it's not called product. It's called item. And so all this all item here, item, and this is items, item, and this items is the same as this items. Let's see how we do it. This is, oh, it's not called code, it's called something else. What is it called? It's called in item number, description, and price. Item number. There we go. Copy, paste. Oh, it's let's see. That's not. It's not the right. data type. Hold on a second. I'm reading. Read to descendant. New item. Read start item. The first one is going to be read element content as string. Item number. Read. Item. Let's see. I'm not doing this right. This should not be. This should be item. Item. Okay. Item. Item. These are items. Okay. Read to descendant item. And this should be new invoice item. Item number is so restart element item. And this should actually be here because it's got to read it first. And this is more like read. It's this. That's it. That's integer. All right. Read element content as integer. And then the description is read in as a string, and the price is read in as a decimal, and then this item is added into the list. This is item, and that pretty much takes care of that. I don't see any squigglies. Okay, so I'm just going to try to run this and see what happens. Just got one of them. Something's wrong with my loop. Do. Ah. All right, this is messed up. Do, and it should go look like this. Boom, boom, boom. This needs to go here. Do while. Okay. So if this checks to see if there is a first item. If there is a first item, oh, okay. This checks to see if there's a first item. If there is a first item, then there's a do while, and you know with the do while there has to be at least one of them. So that's why you have this check here, and and yes. All right, so let's run. Let's try this again. Ah, now it's all filled up. That's great. Okay, so it looks like get items works. Now let's try to do save items. All right, I'm going to try to do my same trick here. Save products. And I'll just copy this like this. Copy. paste, enter, 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 enter. Okay, I don't think this is right, but let's keep going. Okay, so I've got a for each loop there. And what does it look like over here? It looks like for each, and it's got a bunch of these XML out things in there. So all those XML out things are inside the for loop. All these XML out things are inside the for loop. Let me just cut and paste. There we go. So still got some errors. Oh, it's because of the pro. Okay, so this is for each item, invoice item. Invoice item, item in items, because it's, oh, items, bank. Item, 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 INV, ITE, item number. Let's see, I'm going to set a little bit. Save. XML, right attribute string. Oh, there's no attribute string. There's no attribute string in this one. So let me take that out of there. Right start item, right string, right element string, item number. Okay, I gotta do it. Okay, let me just finish this one. This is item description, and this is convert to string item price. That's right, and I need let me just do something like this one. Copy, paste. This is going to be ITEMNO. Convert to string item ITEMNO. All right. End element. Oh, I gotta write this close. XML out close. And okay, no more errors down there. Let's write some out. See what this looks like. All right, add item. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Mango tree for $100. There we go. Oh. Oh. I don't know why that is. Oh. Oh, sure. Yeah, whatever. Okay, because this thing changed, and now there's a mango tree there. There's a mango tree. All right, so, oops, let's go back to here, and let's add 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, papaya tree. There's no papaya trees, I know. 150. And oh no, papaya is growing in the ground, right? So I'm going to delete that. Oh, first let me see this. Oh, look there, yes to all, and we see papaya tree. And so I want to delete that. Delete the item. Yes, I want to delete it. Now what? Oh, and we look at the XML file, and papaya tree is gone. All right, anyway, so I guess this works. And so it looks like the sound recorded the whole time. And all right, so you would save all, exit. You got to do all the other stuff that it says here. Although actually, to be honest with you, I'm only going to look at your code. I download your code, and I open it up, and if everything looks good, I don't really look at all this other stuff. It's only if your code does not work do I look at this other stuff, because I want to give you some credit, okay? But if I download your code and I open it up and it works, I run some test stuff and it works, then that's as far as I go. So if your code works, then that's all you got to do. And so what I would do here is, this is it, right? This is the one I just did, 328. Oh, yeah. So I can zip this up, send to compressed, and there's that. And then I can upload that. Which was this one I just made. All right, so so this is the last day of class. So I'm gonna get your grades done earlier, just because I'm gonna be going away yeah, on the 20th, the last day of finals. But the grades are due 20, 21, 22, 23 on the 23rd. And so so try to hand in everything, hand in most things. I'll be knocking off some stuff. I'll be knocking off one or two of the 23 assignments. You know, I'll probably knock off one or two of them at least. That won't count. So in other words, if you don't hand in one or two of them, it's not going to do anything to your grade. Same with the quizzes. Knock off a couple of those at least. And I'll do the grades. And if anyone's going to do terrible, then I will contact you and tell you, so you can try to finish it up. It's difficult for me to give any Fs at this late time in the semester. Well, it's difficult for me because there's more documentation that goes along with an F. So if I can give you an incomplete along with a D or something like that, I might do that instead. But anyway, this class is simple enough. This class 148 is simple enough where if you just are patient and can follow along with in these videos, you should be able to you know, get them correct. And the practice of doing it, there's 23 assignments. The practice of doing it you should be able to you know, code up new things. Coding today is thinking about what the problem is, looking on the internet to find something similar, or looking back in your books or whatever to find something similar, copying it over, and then making the changes to that so it implements the new thing you're trying to implement. I hope you are thinking of taking ITS 228 next semester. It's all of these concepts are much simpler in Python. It's much easier to debug your program. We don't have this big, heavy Visual Studio that we need to negotiate. So anyway, if you have any questions, just email me or text me. And if I don't talk to you again, have a great holiday season, and I hope to see you next semester. All right. Thanks for watching.